Good morning, students. Welcome back to Alchemy Online Classes. Today we are going to discuss paragraph writing. Yes, you heard right. We are going to discuss paragraph writing. We are going to discuss how we have to start the paragraph and how we have to give detailed information into it and how we have to enclose the whole paragraph so that you can get good marks. Okay, here we go. So the first thing I would just like to tell you that what are you going to learn from this whole video. First, knowledge of the format of structure and the style of the paragraph writing. You'll get a proper knowledge of how to start and how to end up a paragraph writing. Clear? Awareness of the different qualities of good paragraph. So you'll get an idea, knowledge about the good idea or the quality of writing a paragraph. Clear? Let us move to the next slide. Now what is a paragraph? Let us see here. Group of sentences which are connected with one central idea. Group of sentences connected with one central idea, that is called as a paragraph. Clear? So in the paragraph you need to include these things. First is unity, second is order, and third is variety. I hope from this it is clear that what is the definition of paragraph writing. Group of sentence connected with one central idea. Paragraph should include unity, order, and variety. Let us see the proper definition of it. A series of sentences developing into a short piece of writing on a given topic is called a paragraph writing. That means what? A series of sentences developing into a short piece of writing on a given topic. Whatever topic is given, on that you are going to write something which is created by your own mind. Because at the time of exam, you are supposed to write your own feelings on the answer sheet. Clear? So the thing is that whatever the topic you are getting, you are going to express your idea in form of paragraph. But there are certain rules and regulations how you have to implement your ideas and thoughts into a proper order. Let us see. So these are the three main things, components we call it as. See, the first one is topic sentence, second is supporting sentence, and third one is concluding sentence. In this three components you have to write your paragraph. Now what are these three? Let us see one by one. The topic of a paragraph may be stated in one sentence. That means in your question paper you will be getting a sentence. Clear? That is called as a topic. On that topic you have to start up your paragraph. Clear? Supporting sentences make the body of the paragraph. Supports the topic sentence, expand the main idea, develop the main idea, describe the main idea. I hope this is very easy to understand. What it is saying here, supportive sentence, that means it is the body of a paragraph. Supporting the main topic of the sentence. Whatever topic is given, you are going to write everything in detail in the supporting sentence. That's why it is called as a body of a paragraph. Clear? It expand the main idea, develop the main idea, describe the main idea. Whatever you are getting in your mind, the ideas you have to present it in the supporting sentence. That means it should be included in your body of a paragraph writing. Clear? Let us move next. The concluding sentence clinches the point made in a paragraph, summarize the paragraph, provides a logical closure. That means what? Whatever you have written in first and second paragraph, that all should be summarized and it should be given a proper conclusion. Clear? Simply leaving out without giving any proper conclusion, that does not have a proper sense. Clear? So you have to complete your paragraph with a conclusion. Let us move to the next slide. Now, developing a good paragraph. There are certain points how we are going to develop your good paragraph writing. So, the first one is the topic sentence. Now, what to be included? The main characteristics which are to be included in topic sentence by giving details, by giving it has been repeated, by telling an incident. That means what? Whatever you are giving the detail topic, whatever the topic is given, you are going to give a detailed explanation on the topic, given topic. Clear? And you are going to tell an incident that yes, this was an incident I have seen and all. You can describe it. Clear? Then comes unity in a paragraph. Every sentence in a paragraph supports the main idea expressed in the topic sentence. That means what? You are going to express the main idea in the topic sentence. That means whatever you are going to write, that should be connected with the topic sentence. Clear? Let us move to the next one. Variety in a paragraph. Sentences differing in length and construction not only make the paragraph interesting and lively but also avoid monotonous reading. That means what? Variety. There should be a length. The length of the paragraph may be different. That means the way of writing of all the students is not same, so that we can't say that how much length you are going to write. But yes, if exact word limit is given, then you have to follow that word limit. You have to write some interesting talks and lively talks so that it becomes interesting. Clear? And avoid monotonous reading. That means what? The word should not be repeating. The sentences should not be repeating. Clear? You have to use different words and different phrases so that the paragraph looks very interesting. The person who is reading, he should feel very interesting to read further. Clear? Let's move to the next. Coherence in a paragraph. Stick to the point. Ideas to have a clear and logical relation to each other. Put details, examples, incidents in a logical order. That means what? Whatever you are having the idea, you have to be very clear in your mind and you have to arrange them in a proper order. Clear? As well as you have to write those things which are related to the topic. Unnecessary things should not be written. Then put the details, examples and incident in a logical order. One by one it should come. Clear? Let us move to the next. These are the hints how we are going to start up your paragraph and how we are going to enclose your whole paragraph. Let us see one by one. Clear thinking is necessary for understanding the main idea. You have to have a clear thinking that yes, I am going to write on this topic and I am going to start up with this. You should have a clear idea in your mind. In order to build your points, raise questions about the given topic and arrange the points in a logical order. That means what? Whatever topic is given, you are going to raise up the questions. That okay, this is example, like if I am talking importance of television. So you have to raise up the questions in your mind that when the television was important, why it is important, then how we are utilizing this television, do you think it is necessary in our daily life, and all. You have to raise up the questions so that you'll get the whole answers for it. Clear? Then you arrange those things in a logical order. Clear? Let your opening sentence be the key sentence. It should express what you are going to write about. That means what? Whatever you have written in first and second paragraph, that should be very interesting. That means your opening sentence should be very interesting. That means the topic sentence. Clear? And it should express what you are willing to write. Clear? Let us move to the next. Vary the length and the structure of your sentence to avoid monotony. That means you should see the proper word limit if it is given and avoid too much lengthy paragraph writing. Clear? And do not use the sentences and word constantly with the same meaning. Clear? So don't use the words which you have already written in first paragraph, then you are repeating in second paragraph. So don't do this. Number 5, wind up your paragraph with something interesting. The last line could be the most impressive one. As you know that last thing is conclusion. So the conclusion should be very interesting so that you can get good marks. Sixth one, the final draft should be checked properly for punctuation marks, grammatical constructions and spellings. After completing your paragraph writing, you have to check everything, that is there any kind of spelling mistake, is there any need of punctuation mark to be kept, or you are going to see the spellings errors, anything is there which you have made in the paragraph writing, so you can correct it at that time. So all this were the hints. Tomorrow we are going to discuss few examples. I hope the topic is clear. For extra content, please visit Extra Marks app and Diksha app, where you can get the whole topic. Thank you for the day. Take care.